Welcome back to Transcriber from Reddit. Today's topic comes from the subreddit WitchesVsPatriarchy, posted by user Satanic Housewife. It has one award, the I'll Drink to That award. The post is primarily a text post with the title, in quotation marks, "Who did not deserve to get canceled?" End quotation marks, question mark. Then in all caps it says, "Women!" exclamation mark. It has the tag, "Burn the Patriarchy," in a burning golden yellow. The text post reads, "Today I stumbled on a Reddit thread, semicolon, in quotation marks, "Who did not deserve to get canceled?" question mark, end quotation marks. And of course, I was eager to see the comments. As I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, I noticed an overwhelming trend. You know who did not deserve to get canceled? Question mark? Women. Women who dared to share their opinions on their own bodies, parentheses, it says Janet Jackson, end parentheses, their opinions on sexual assault, parentheses, Sinead O'Connor, end parentheses, their opinions on their own mental health, parentheses, Britney Spears, end parentheses, their opinions on politics, parentheses, the Chicks, end parentheses. Side note, the Chicks used to be known as the Dixie Chicks. Their opinions on how they were victimized, parentheses, Monica Lewinsky, end parentheses. It's terrible how often women get canceled for essentially existing and taking up space. Normally, threads like this only include people on one side of the aisle. However, in this case, I like that this commentator posted a nice assortment of people that are on the spectrum when it comes to politics. In my opinion, people getting canceled is much like anything else. They say something, whether they be male, female, or something in between. They say something that the rest of society views wrong, and then they are castigated and taken out. However, I do see where this author is coming from. She raises a valid point about these people being canceled, especially when it comes to things that they are personally involved in, like sexual assault, like mental health, like when they got victimized. The attitude is still very much the same old, your own opinion about what happened to you does not matter. Honestly, that attitude only belongs in a court of law where you are trying to figure out beyond a shadow of a doubt what crime actually occurred. Waiting for facts and evidence to appear is never a bad thing, and I personally do it to make sure that I'm commenting on things accurately. However, that is my personal take, and I don't expect everyone else to follow that. I do expect a court of law because people's lives and ways of making a living are held in jeopardy, all depending on how the court rules. Again, however, that is not public opinion, what is often called the court of public opinion, and that should be taken differently. When you notice that people are getting canceled for their opinions on something, you need to ask yourself, why are they getting canceled? Is there any truth to what they're saying? Is there validity in their opinions, especially if they personally experienced something horrible? I would personally like society to come to a place where both the pain and personal experience of men and women are equally heard, weighed, and judged. To that point, I find myself agreeing with OP on this one. Before I end this video, let me share with you one of the comments that I found interesting down below, made by user Cooper H. Church 427. Their comment reads as follows: "The Runaways they were practically canceled in the United States in the 1970s due to no fault of their own. They made some banging songs as teenagers, but because of the way they were treated by Kim Fowley, spelled Fowly, and the public, they never were really recognized in the US for about a decade, and pretty much were a commercial failure. Without them, we would not have Lita Ford, spelled Lita, and Ford as in the car, Joan Jett, spelled Joanjett, and the Blackhearts, spelled as if you put black and hearts together as one word, and the Bangles. Also, fun fact, Joan Jett was effectively blacklisted by the music industry in the 1980s because of her reputation from the Runaways and the fact that at the time there really were no women in mainstream rock again, and was rejected by all the major record labels, including her former label, Mercury Records. She just steamed ahead and released, quote, Joan Jett, end quote, aka Bad Reputation, by herself, becoming the first woman, misspelled as women, I believe it's supposed to be woman, in U.S. history to form a record label. Oh, and she had 2 platinum certified albums and, quote, Queens of Noise, end quote, and, quote, The Runaways, end quote. Her first 2 albums. One went platinum 3 times in Japan, and one was certified almost 4 times. That's crazy that a woman had to do that much hard work just to get recognized, especially when she got dumped by her former label. But hey, she got platinum 3 times in Japan for one of her albums. The Japanese are notorious, in a good way, for their superior quality in almost everything that they do, as well as their taste. If I got recognized by no one but the Japanese, I feel personally that I have hit a high bar indeed. That concludes today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.